In the heart of South Texas, just 3 months after Musk's bold next orbital launch projection, the first full water deluge test painted the skies, sending shockwaves of enthusiasm across space enthusiasts. But the flurry of activity isn't just at the launch site. The legendary Starship SN-15 has met its final chapter, marking the end of an era. Goodbye, legend! Meanwhile, Ship 30's forward dome is on the move, heading straight into the high bay for its next phase. And there's more. Ship 25 and Booster 9? They're in the midst of some curious tweaks out on the launch pad. The water deluge test. What does it really tell us about Starship's launch potential? And those intriguing changes with Ship 25 and Booster 9? What's the story there? Dive into this video as we unpack these latest developments. Last Friday, the 28th, down at SpaceX's starbase in South Texas, eyes were glued to an incredible display. The new deluge system was put to the test, and the scene? Water fountains erupting with immense force around the orbital launch mount. Designed to combat the sheer heat and power of a Starship launch, this was a sight that left many in awe. If you're thinking this sounds familiar, you might be recalling a similar test on the 17th. But this one? Way more intense. For an astounding 40 seconds, the water surged with such vigor that it felt like nature's own spectacle. And here's the kicker. No booster was even on the scene. That's the deluge system flexing its muscles. Elon Musk, always one to share the action, gave us a front row seat with a video. He went a step further, shedding light on the intricacies of the Starship flame deflector. It's not a one-size-fits-all mechanism. Each engine on the outer ring has a designated spot beneath it, ensuring a denser water flow. And the Starship's legs? They're not left out, they receive a more substantial flow. The deluge system's performance was nothing short of impeccable. It's primed and ready to work in tandem with the Starship's 33 Raptor engines when the time comes for the actual launch. It's akin to a protective barrier designed to absorb the immense energy produced during ignition, ensuring a smooth and safe liftoff. While the exact volume of water remains a closely guarded secret, there are whispers suggesting that SpaceX might discharge up to 350,000 gallons during Starship's launches. With spot spin, prime tests, and static fire tests for Booster 9 on the horizon, this could be a game changer for the launch site. But there's more to the deluge system than meets the eye. It's not just about showcasing engineering marvels, it's a strategic move. A fully operational deluge system could be SpaceX's golden ticket to securing another Starship launch license from the Federal Aviation Administration. It's not just about safeguarding the launch pad. It's about propelling SpaceX to new heights in space exploration. And while we're on the topic of SpaceX updates, let's chat about S-28. It's over at Massey's ship getting prepped and loaded with cryo. Rumor has it it's gearing up for an orbital flight. But here's a twist. S-28's assembly? Totally different playbook. Instead of the usual two-halves approach, they're going top to bottom. The crane. It's staying hooked to the nose cone all the way. No more high-altitude welding. It's all ground-level action now. Oh, and a quick heads up for those hitting Highway 4. Expect some hiccups. We've had a few delays, especially on June 30th, July 31st, and August 1st, between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. It's all the buzz from Starbase, making its presence felt on the roads. As night descended, the ship's chapter reached its inevitable close. The dismantling operations kicked into high gear, with SpaceX technicians making swift work of the forward dome, separating it from the nose cone and payload bay. With precision, the fins were detached, unveiling the stark, unadorned dome. SN-15, a symbol of progress and ambition, took its final bow. Its monumental journey, though brief, left an indelible mark on the space community. And while its main structure may be gone, there's a lingering hope that pieces of SN-15, like its iconic forward flaps, might find a new home on display, standing as a tribute for future space enthusiasts to admire. At SpaceX's Starbase construction site, there's a palpable sense of momentum. The Starship's development is not just ongoing, it's accelerating. The LR-11000 crane, a vital piece of machinery, has undergone an upgrade. Now equipped with an extension, it's designed to hoist massive sections with ease. The result is evident, towering sections standing as monuments to the rapid advancements being made. But amidst this progress, there's an anomaly: the stairs. Historically, these were integrated after the main construction was completed. Their current state, still grounded, has sparked a flurry of questions. It's a deviation from the norm, and it's left many wondering if SpaceX has a new strategy up its sleeve. The forward dome, destined for Starship 727, is another focal point at the build site. Its towering presence is undeniable, and while its exact role remains a topic of speculation, the rapid pace of construction suggests that answers might be on the horizon. The scrapyard, in contrast, offers a retrospective view. Filled with nose cone tips from previous builds, it serves as a tangible record of Starship's evolutionary journey. Venturing into the ring yard, one is met with a peculiar sight, a uniquely flat dome distinguished by a flange pipe. Its purpose is the subject of much debate, with some suggesting its potential role in a test tank. Adding to the intrigue is the appearance of a piece labeled Booster 14.1. Its role in the broader Super Heavy testing regime remains a mystery. Another development that's caught attention is the return of the reinforced hot stage load pad. Now adorned with new hardware, it hints at a potential synergy with the newly introduced higher staging ring. While the specifics are yet to be unveiled, it's clear that this development is set to play a pivotal role in Starship's launch capabilities. Outside the mid-bay, Ship 24, a 7-ring tile test article, stands prominently. This isn't just a prototype, it's set to play a crucial role in the validation of Starship's payload bay. With rumors suggesting its potential debut on Ship 28, all eyes are on this test article. The stacking process is in full swing, and Ship 30 is undergoing stacking with remarkable progress. The yard is abuzz with activity, and one section is entirely dedicated to Ship 30, housing its essential components, including the oxygen tank and engine section. As the stacking process picks up speed, the ships are getting assembled faster than ever before, making it an intriguing sight to behold. Adding to the excitement, 34 dome sections have been spotted on the highway, raising curiosity about their purpose. Despite a few days passing since their arrival, they are yet to be fully staffed, leaving everyone eagerly awaiting their intended use. Speculations and discussions are rife about the best way to protect critical components, particularly the forward dome, from the intense heat and exhaust generated by the engines. SpaceX's team is actively considering the implementation of a blast shield, ensuring the safety and proper functioning of crucial hardware during the booster's recovery and descent. Ship 30, in particular, has become a star of interest at the launch site, thanks to its advancements in heat shield tiles and radio antenna configuration changes. The progress on the Starbase factory is equally remarkable, with the construction of the roof reaching approximately 3/4 completion. As the roof extends across the building, it signals a significant milestone in the facility's development. However, there's an air of uncertainty about whether the roof will extend all the way to the edge of the foundation or remain separate until the new building on the right is ready for use. One notable development that has captured everyone's attention is the construction of a peculiar-looking tent near the inventory area. This mysterious tent has multiple doors and a possible internal hallway, leaving observers speculating about its purpose. Its unique appearance stands in contrast to the well-built tents seen elsewhere on the site, adding an air of anticipation to what surprises SpaceX has in store. While work on the new Star Factory is progressing at lightning speed, the construction team has completed the foundation, and the outer walls and tension bands are now in place. A significant development that caught the eye is the installation of beams for bridge cranes, hinting at the factory's imminent readiness for efficient production. The Star Factory is a game-changer for SpaceX, as its completion is expected to ramp up output and production capabilities, propelling the company even further into the future of space exploration. While the progress in the village area of the Starbase site has been relatively limited, there have been some intriguing sightings. Groundwork is ongoing, although major changes have been scarce in recent weeks. However, what has got enthusiasts talking is a new booster transport stand that has surfaced. Speculations abound, with experts believing it's intended for Booster 12, and another stand could soon follow for future launches. Looking ahead, there is rampant speculation about potential expansion plans for the Starbase launch site. There is a vacant concrete area between the old and new Star factories, and intriguingly, there are indications that further construction may be on the horizon to join these two sections. An added doorway could facilitate smoother movement between phases, optimizing workflow and enhancing overall efficiency at the site. At SpaceX's Starbase launch site, engineers have been busy implementing significant modifications and safety enhancements to ensure the success and safety of future missions. One of the key areas of focus is Ship 25, which is currently connected to the crane at the suborbital tank farm. Engineers have been hard at work installing new tiles in the tagline point stone at the bottom of the ship, a critical step in preparing the spacecraft for upcoming missions. Notably, the flight termination system has undergone a significant modification. A third box has been added on a ring around the methane tank, a strategic move aimed at enhancing the vehicle's safety during flight. This adjustment is expected to create a more controlled and strategic termination of thrust, potentially preventing catastrophic outcomes in case of emergencies. The emphasis on the methane side of both Ship 25 and Booster 9 indicates the focus on improving safety measures for the propellant tanks, aiming to minimize potential damage to the LOX tank during an emergency termination. Additionally, engineers have restored taglines on the ship's heat shield, a crucial step during vehicle assembly and movement operations. The taglines play a vital role in ensuring smooth and precise movements during the preparation process for launch. One of the most notable upgrades can be observed in the engine shielding. Engineers have replaced the truss structure that holds steel panels in place with a more robust design, enhancing the shielding's ability to endure the high heat loads experienced during hot staging. This improvement is particularly important as hot staging involves exhaust gases reflecting back into the engine bay, putting the hardware above the engines at risk. To address this concern, engineers have worked diligently to strengthen the engine isolation, providing additional protection for the vital hardware. Another noteworthy change involves the grounding point of the Starship prototype. A new, more substantial structure has replaced the previous grounding point, hinting at possible spacecraft design modifications to improve stability and functionality. These alterations are expected to contribute to a safer and more efficient launch process. At the suborbital launch pad, large beams have been brought in, sparking speculation about their role in adding additional shielding. Although not confirmed, these changes have the potential to play a vital role in enhancing Starship's performance and safety during future missions. The infrastructure at the orbital tank farm has also undergone several updates. Notably, sections of the tank farm have been repainted, with darker sections denoting new paint jobs. Furthermore, racks and conduits have been installed along the front side of the tank farm, likely to provide added electrical protection. There are also exciting developments at SpaceX's orbital launch mount, as they achieved a major milestone with a full-scale static fire test. This crucial test showcased the system's capabilities and provided valuable data for analysis. A notable change during the test was the presence of water coming out of the top of the water pipes, a new addition compared to the initial test. The water release serves the purpose of eliminating air bubbles inside the water pipes, optimizing the system's functionality. During the static fire test, footage revealed small pipes mounted on the inside of the top of the plates. These are believed to be pressure sensors, strategically positioned at various locations on the plates to monitor pressure levels. An intriguing revelation during the test was that the positions of the holes in the plates differed from initial expectations. It was previously assumed that the water would emerge evenly from all holes, but the water only came out from certain positions, suggesting that some holes may have been welded shut and shaved down, altering the system's appearance. The presence of a retention pond adjacent to the pad raised questions about its effectiveness. Speculation arose about whether the pad's design incorporates a slant, directing water away from the site. To mitigate water runoff issues, there were suggestions of creating a runoff trench. However, it remains uncertain whether such measures will be implemented. The volume of water discharged during testing events raised concerns, as it would require a trench far beyond the current boundaries to capture the significant amount of water released at the beginning of tests. Extensive efforts were made to clean the pad's interior, minimizing the contaminants in the water runoff. Despite reassurances, environmentalists and regulatory authorities have raised questions about the discharge of water into protected areas and potential long-term effects on water plume interaction during engine ignition. A crucial component of the system, the missing Deluge water tank, has been spotted on its way to Starbase after being observed on a highway in Kansas. Once installed, this tank will bring the water deluge system to an impressive 83% of the volume used at the Pad 39B launch site, totaling a massive 363,000 gallons. With the addition of this water tank, SpaceX will be empowered to conduct longer duration tests, a vital advantage as they plan to test fire multiple engines simultaneously in the near future. This capacity boost will be particularly crucial with the forthcoming implementation of the Raptor 3 engines, which promise higher thrust levels and an exciting step forward in rocket technology. Not stopping there, SpaceX has been busy installing additional high-pressure gas tanks at the launch site. While their exact purpose remains speculative, experts believe that these tanks might be strategically positioned to accommodate the increased thrust levels anticipated with the Raptor 3 engines. Adding to the intrigue, there is a mysterious vertical brown tank discreetly hidden beneath a scaffold at the site. The purpose of this enigmatic tank is yet to be revealed, leaving experts eagerly deciphering its role in the overall launch system. Among the notable developments, a recently identified tank has sparked speculations that it might be a carbon dioxide tank. If these speculations hold true, this tank could play a critical role in fire suppression within the integration tower and launch mount areas. It would be strategically positioned to counter the risk of explosions caused by gaseous methane accumulation in enclosed spaces, ensuring a safer environment for vital computer equipment housed in areas like the control room of the building. During discussions at the launch site, concerns emerged regarding the structural integrity of the center point of the plate. Some wondered if the water flow from the Deluge system could potentially weaken this area due to the presence of multiple holes. However, experts have alleviated these concerns through visual observations, pointing out that the Center 3 engines do not exert direct pressure on that specific point. Moreover, the copious amount of water present further minimizes any substantial risk. Another topic of discussion centered around the design of the water nozzles and their interaction with each other. While some speculated that certain nozzles might crisscross, conclusive evidence was not available from the available angles and views. Even so, the overall design and water flow setup have been hailed as impressive engineering feats, providing valuable insights into the intricacies of the launch site's infrastructure. One of the most intriguing changes is the addition of a third tank, which has sparked speculations among experts about its purpose. Some believe it might serve to pump out more water in one go or extend the system's duration. However, it's likely a combination of both factors, as the increased volume of water will play a crucial role during launch. The third tank's additional water volume is expected to interact with the rocket's plume during liftoff, creating a thermal cushion that protects the top plate from melting under the immense heat generated by the powerful engines. The water system's primary goal is to handle thermal loading, preventing the plate from melting and evenly distributing the load onto the foundation for safe transfer. While the water plume will not cancel out the thrust of the rocket engines on the top plate, it's still uncertain whether flames will extend beyond the rocket's legs during launch. Some experts speculate that the flame may be contained within a column, with the white cloud of steam starting further away from the launch mount. To accommodate the higher water volume needed for the third tank, the firing system's water pipes have been increased in size. This ensures the system can handle the demands of the larger tank, further improving the safety measures. However, visibility during launch poses a challenge due to the intense steam cloud generated. Ground-level viewing might be difficult, but a suggested solution involves using aerial footage from drones to capture the rocket's performance. The success of the steel plate during the launch remains a focal point of discussion. As for the tanks used for nitrogen and water during the Deluge system, there is some confusion surrounding their sources. Some water is filled at the Sanchez and Massey sites, while others are filled in Brownsville. Details about nitrogen usage are still being worked out. Another notable change at the launch site is the modification of the Raptor ship. The 3D printed plate has been replaced with a hinged door operated by a motor, ensuring faster installation and better protection of nozzles and valves during launch attempts. The Starbase launch site is continually evolving, with advancements in pedestal construction and rigorous safety considerations to create the most reliable and efficient launch platform for future missions. Concluding our journey through Starbase and SpaceX's recent strides, the legendary SN-15 holds a special place in our space endeavors. Share that warmth and nostalgia in the comments. Until we meet again, let Mars be your guiding star.